What's going on, y'all? Ground Motivated back in this thing again, man, with another video. We have an old adversary. I guess, is she an adversary? Would you say she's an adversary? Not really, but like an enemy. Or just kind of, I don't know, not really. It's a good person. But the Uber Coffin girl, man, if y'all don't know who she is, then you probably best that you don't really know who she is. She's whack. She tries to appropriate the culture, and she makes it look bad all in one sitting.
How did she try to appropriate the culture?
Have you ever heard her try to talk before?
No.
Yeah, she tries to act like what she thinks a black woman acts like.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really, really cringe and annoying at the same time. Yeah. Makes you want to just reach to the screen and be like, "Ugh!"
See, that's the thing. I feel like it's probably unrelated, but I just feel like nowadays people can just say, oh, I identify myself as a different race. I identify myself as a black woman, so that's why I talk like that.
Do they say that? Not really. I mean, we just have a bunch of idiots in our community that accept anything, and like the Becky girl, like she has no business being viral. The bad baby chick has no business being viral. They should all be on the road somewhere.
But that's the thing. I did read the comments and feel like sometimes when it's a black woman doing it, people be like, oh, she ratchet.
Yeah. But
like when it's a different race, they'd be like, oh, she bad.
Exactly.
You know, it's like the so double standard.
Yeah, bad baby should be on the side of the road asking for money. She should not be on OnlyFans buying $50 million mansions. That's what I think. But anyway, let's get into it. So this article here is by SF Fist. I guess it's a San Francisco kind of thing. And the name of the article is "Winning Personality Who Coughed on Uber Driver Last Year Arrested for Identity Theft in Miami." In the start of the article, the 25-year-old woman whose friends and family probably should have sat her down years ago and confronted her about her penchant for poor choices is once again in legal trouble, this time in Miami. So I'm guessing an Asian person wrote this article, like their parents were like, you have a penchant for poor choices. That sounds very Asian. It's from San Francisco, so I mean, you know, you guys don't play with that. You know, you always tell me how your parents were. Like, they always try to like sit you down and teach you lessons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You always learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, so it sounds very Asian. Next, remember Arna Kimiai? I guess that's how you say her last name. Kimiai. The obnoxious young visitor to San Francisco who picked the wrong town in which to be flippant, drunk, and confrontational about mask wearing in an Uber before anyone was vaccinated, coughing on the driver and snatching his phone from him. She's in trouble again. Go figure. And you know what's funny? I did a video about her earlier. Yeah. And she was getting in trouble somewhere else because she was fighting a girl on the street. Yeah, so she's just a trouble person. Like, she's garbage.
She's very like unhinged.
Yeah, she's very unhinged. I don't know who's dating her. It's probably some weird simp. Definitely a simp. In the year or so since Kamai was caught on camera being a garbage person with two of her friends, she has gone on Instagram Live in her underwear to poorly attempt to defend her actions. Pleaded not guilty to assault, got a lifetime ban from Uber and Lyft, which she's probably figured out a workaround for. Definitely has. Gotten arrested in Los Angeles for disorderly conduct, also caught on video, and now she's in clink again in Miami. So yeah, that was probably what she was arrested for in Los Angeles, to fight.
Yeah.
But and you know, that's what's so stupid about Uber and Lyft and all that. Is like, a person doesn't have to put their actual government name or get a background check. They just kind of will let anybody be in there. Like, you could be like, yeah, my name is Milky D.
Right. If you have a phone number that's linked to the account, you can pretty much get a Uber or Lyft anywhere.
Yeah, it's like, it's super stupid. Like, so yeah, she probably got a new phone, got a new thing. Cause I remember a long time ago when I was doing Uber, it was like this dude's name was Milk. His name was Milk, and then he got in the car, and I was like, bro, why's your name Milk, bro? He was like,
oh, so you picked up fresh.
he was a white
the way
dude.
You sound.
Yeah, he sounded like a retard. His name was Milk, so I mean, hey. Oh, we got some video. You want to watch the video on her?
Yeah.
Let's get it.
My boyfriend taught me. He taught me, don't let nobody play with you, smack the f*** out them. That's what I was taught. So if y'all boyfriends told y'all to let this Uber and let y'all get out the car and get robbed or whatever the f*** happened, that's on y'all. Hell no. And he lucky as hell I didn't have nothing on me on mamas, because if he would have played with me, bro, it would have been a whole different story. For real, you're not about to kick me on the freeway. Everybody I know, 75% of people I know would have smacked the shit out of him or done some crazy ass off the wall shit. All I did was take his mask off. That's why
Yeah, so that was a version of her being quite cringe. You see, she's trying to appropriate what she thinks the culture is like. It's very annoying. And yeah, she's acting like what he did was out of pocket. Like he said, yeah, you don't have a mask on or something like that. Can you please get out or something? Or I think they were acting unruly. And he asked her to get out, which is cool. It's my car. Get out. I'm putting my they act like people that are doing Uber actually are working for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like you don't have your own car and you're
it's like
taking your own risks.
servant or something.
Yeah, you're not a servant. It's just this is this person's actual car. So he probably told them to get out, and it was probably an area that they felt like they shouldn't. But if you're so tough, like you are in this video, you should be able to get out anyway, right?
Okay, this man legitimately tried to kick us out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere in the hood. This don't happen. Damn what? Damn we would have been wrong, right?
Why is she trying to thirst trap while
Yeah,
explaining her?
Can we?
Yeah, let's do that.
I want to see her body.
Why do we want to see her body?
I want to see it.
Why are we trying to thirst trap though? So she got you. She thirst trapped you.
Oh yeah, I am. Like, ooh,
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to.
yeah, she got you.
I just don't get it. I just don't get it. No, I get the part. I get it. It's just wild. Y'all living some fairy tale internet ass life, but in real life, we don't play that shit.
Shut up. You're an Iranian. You're not a black. Stop it.
I've been through too much, bro. Uber to play with me. Are you crazy? You know about to motherfucking kick me out. Wait. You could have waited, bro. I don't know. Like, nowhere in the hand.
Like the way she said, "Bruh," is that a black way of saying?
Yeah, like everything about her is like what she's trying to emulate that, and she's talking about something we don't play that, bro. You come from a family that's probably are rich or they probably have worked hard or something like that. You don't come from that, so what are you talking about? You know, it's really annoying. Let's continue with the article though. As ABC7 reports, Kamai is suspected of using someone else's identification to rent a penthouse apartment in Miami and take care of some other business. The identity of a former neighbor from where she was living in LA last year. She's facing potential charges of grand theft, organized scheme to defraud, and fraudulent use of personal information, per the Chronicle, which spoke to the Miami Police Department. Kamai's attorney, Seth Morris, told ABC7 that Kamai had turned herself into Miami police on Wednesday night and she was in the process of posting bail. I wonder how he feels having to defend her so much. And is she even defensible as an attorney? I wonder how somebody how do they feel when like you've got like a graper and you got to defend a graper? How does that feel?
Your goal is to get them the least amount of sentence they can get.
Yeah. I mean, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like defending them, just period. It's offset. You think that makes somebody kind of like lacking morals?
Morals?
Yeah.
No.
You don't?
Because since the law says everyone is entitled to a lawyer, so there has to be someone defending them, you know?
If you know the person's a graper, though, you know they did. There's no way. The evidence is like, well, you graper.
Yeah, so I know he's a graper and he did it, but it's like, if I'm a lawyer, I'll be like, maybe, like, again, that's my job. So my goal is to get him the least amount of sentence and hoping that
so
he's
that means you do anything for money.
And hoping that he's going to be a good person when he comes out.
I think you're kind of lacking morals a little in a way.
That's
my thought.
Like
you'll do anything for money. You're a lawyer. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Next, the woman whose identity Kamai allegedly stole is an oncology nurse in San Francisco named Emily. Emily, who declined to give her last name because she already got that identity stolen. She don't want to get stolen again. Filed police reports here in the case, which were obtained by ABC7, and she said she was alerted to the fraud after seeing some strange alerts from Chase. This led her to find out that her credit had been run without her permission by multiple luxury buildings and car dealerships in Miami. Because, of course, this whirlwind of chaos has some music video dreams of living the high life in Miami, but she couldn't accomplish that with her own rap sheet, tarnished identity, and undoubtedly poor credit. Yeah, so this is one of the type of those boss bad chicks that Cam Newton was talking about. You should avoid or you don't want. And we have a quote here. To find out that the person that was targeting me was just crazy to me, Emily tells ABC7. She explained that a cell phone number used on one of the applications in Miami led her to Kamai's name, and a Google search brought up the Uber coffee store and more. The pictures helped Emily connect the dots. This was a woman she'd seen a couple times in the hallway of a building she lived in last September in Los Angeles, and that's where she probably stole some mail and likely began the scheme. That is so pathetic. She's pathetic. God. The luxury building where Kamaya apparently succeeded in renting a penthouse gave a statement to ABC7 saying, "We are aware of an incident where a resident allegedly used a fake identification to rent an apartment. We are fully cooperating with the police in their investigation." Says Emily speaking to ABC7. "I think it's really just horrible that someone can take a really easy way out, a get-rich-quick scheme, and try to live in a lap of luxury on someone else's dime." Sad. I agree. Yes, it is, and I think it's not a stretch to say that this woman is a horrible person who perhaps needs some serious jail time and rehabilitation, or she would just always be garbage. This person's gotta be Asian.
Why?
It's gotta be an Asian dude because it's from San Francisco, and it's like a personal thing. And then the thing that you sent to me was like an Asian news network.
But I feel the same way. I feel like she needs to learn some good lessons.
Oh no,
like,
definitely. I agree. This person's they're not missing the mark. I'm just saying. I just think they're Asian. Cause he's feeling like her honors is her honors integrity is going down. It's
no,
compromised.
she's not Asian. We don't care.
She's Iranian.
Iranian is not Asian. Look at her.
That's
She looks more white.
Middle Eastern is Asia, right?
No, okay. When we think about Asian, we think more about like East Asian, Southeast Asian. It's like it's different. Like we don't think Iranians like they look so white.
Well, I'm pretty sure that she would be grasping for that AAPI if something happened to her.
And I'm pretty sure Iranian people would disown her because look at her. She's like.
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure.
She's so like washed.
Yeah. The Uber coughing assault case still hasn't gone to trial, by the way. That is scheduled for June. So she's about to get charges piled up. Oh, God! Just a bit trashy. Also, Kamaya's friend who allegedly pepper sprayed the Uber driver that day in March 2021, Malaysia King, was arrested in Las Vegas just days after the incident for bank fraud. She is apparently still facing assault charges from the Uber case. That's crazy. So that means like they just run a little ring of trash chicks. Like it's like Set It Off. You seen that movie?
No.
We might have to see it one day.
Maybe tonight.
Set It Off?
Mm.
I guess.
No.
We might. It's not as interesting as
It sounds more interesting than Batman and Beyond.
No, it's not. It's not as interesting as New Jack City or any of the movies. Yeah.
New Jack City is okay.
New Jack City is a great movie.
Yeah.
We should go see Northman. Should we see Northman? Yep.
I fall asleep again. I fall asleep watching Batman because it was such a okay movie.
It was a great movie. I guess that's the end of the article. We're gonna read some comments here. Okay, so we got it here. Florida seems like the perfect place for her, and she'd be perfect hire. Fox News starts a Florida borough. Ha! I think she and her friends need a reality TV show. Good idea, especially if it's hosted by the Florida Department of Corrections. She's already in one, in her own mind. I agree. I'm guessing she has a substance abuse issue. Renting an apartment with a stolen identity is such a stupid, reckless thing to do that she is either incredibly dumb or not in her right mind. That makes sense. She's not dumb, nor is she not in her right mind. She's acting like a 14-year-old whose morality brain areas have not yet closed, and probably they have not. This is how teenagers act without the sense of morality that humans acquire when they become adults.
If you think about it, that is like if you stole someone's identity and rent an apartment, they can find out where you live and then track you down.
Yeah, you're not the smartest. Yeah, I think she's a big trash truck chick.
But you know the way she was talking about, like 75% of the people I know is gonna do something bad to him. They're gonna F him up. So it means she's hanging out with the bad crowd. You know, like so probably like people around her are like that.
What do you think that stemmed from? Because it's clear that she's Iranian and her parents were probably not on that kind of stuff.
She probably ran away when she was a kid.
I think that Middle Eastern parents are like super strict and stuff. So they probably was like she's probably rebelling in a way.
Maybe. Because I know a lot of like immigrants, like first generation, they struggle really hard with identity. It's just like it's a big clash with what their parents believe in. It's very like conservative and traditional versus American culture is very different.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we want this new thing. It's like I can wear whatever I want. I don't,
Yeah.
I think there needs to be a good balance. Like Yeah, like if you're a 13, 14-year-old, you're thinking that way, yes, understandable. But like if you're like 20 years old, you learn enough.
Right.
Then you have to think back, and I just feel like anyone that forgets about their roots and be like, oh, I don't want to be like my parents, like, or like I want to ditch my root completely and join this new whatever. It's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
Because you hate yourself. You hate where you're from.
What'd you say the Chinese version of coon is?
Oh.
Say it, please. Come on, man. Ni shui. How do you say it? Say it.
No, it's like a very old saying. We would call people like 假洋鬼子. It's like you act like you're from like the West, you know?
Yeah.
And you behave certain way, but you're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's so old, like my mom's generation or like my grandparents' generation would say it.
Yeah.
I feel like I just aged like 40 years by saying that word.
Yeah, we have coon, bootlick, and sellout.
Bootlick? Like
Bootlick.
licking butt?
Like, no, like if a white dude put his boots on the table,
Oh.
you lick them to please him.
Okay.
Yeah, bootlick.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are our words. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. We all have people like that.
Yep, we do. It's a shame. But yeah, that's it for the video. What do you guys think should happen to Uber Coughing Girl? Is she trash? I know she's trash. And yeah, that's it, man. If you watched up to this point, thank you for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.